Hi, I'm Robert,
I'm Louie.
Hi, I'm Jaron.
I'm Richie.
and this is what we really thought of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 and Winnie the Pooh. Both released in theaters last Friday.
Both very related to each other.
Yes, they're both family films about togetherness
In death.
and magic
And balloons.
and honey.
Yeah.
I'd say I enjoyed Potter. I thought, deviated a little bit from the books, but made it more cinematic, and I think on the most part it worked. Fans may find a couple bits here and there cut out that they wanted to keep in, but that's always been the case.
Yeah.
Performances I thought were sort of excellent.
Yeah.
For the most part. Thoughts from you guys?
I thought it was good, very action-packed, not a dull moment in the whole thing. The 2.5 hours, was it? Went by fairly quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it was 2.5 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
about 2:10, I think.
2:10.
Yeah, that was nice. The movie never felt long. At least to me, it didn't. It felt very much like a nice conclusion. I thought it was paced rather well.
And we saw it in IMAX 3D, and the 3D was surprisingly excellent.
Yeah, that was
Potter
like
guys have always done an excellent job of post-converting their 3D.
Mhm.
And still, 90% of this movie is at night, and
this.
it still works.
Yeah, this is actually one of the most intense 3D movies I've seen since
After.
Which also
I don't
should
know.
give a good shout out to the graphics and the special effects. I thought they were actually very good.
They definitely
Very
pulled
well
out all.
done.
Yeah, they definitely pulled out all the stops on this one, and it looks cool.
Right.
And I have to say my favorite bit was, of course, the epilogue. They stay true to the books, and Ron is recast by Samuel L. Jackson. He does an excellent job.
Well, he was Wesley Snipes in the book, so.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
it's true
tomato,
to the
tomato.
text. It's
Tomato.
true in spirit to the text, and I thought that was, I thought that was admirable. I mean, some thought it was strange direction, but they kept with it.
Right. And I thought it was a very good addition,
Yeah.
to put Samuel L. Jackson in there.
I mean, he only has the one line, but it's
Right.
a good line.
But it was a phenomenal line. He played it so well.
Yeah. You really felt like he'd been there from the beginning.
Right.
Exactly. So, is that everything you have to say? Potter?
If you've been watching the Potter movies up to this point, you're going to go see this one.
Right. Which highly recommended.
But,
I'm
yeah.
sure by all of us.
Okay.
High recommendations all around.
So on to Winnie the Pooh. It's
Yes.
it's 2D animation, cell animation,
Yes.
traditionally done. Theatrical release. As far as I can tell, most of the regular voice cast for Winnie the Pooh is back. I mean, the ones who've done the previous TV shows and films.
Yep.
This one is different from previous films because it's actually done by Walt Disney Animation, not one of their subsidiaries or offshoot studios. This is by the regular team. Narrated by John Cleese. I think Craig Ferguson voices the owl.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
That's all the credits he does.
Yes.
Jim Cummings as Winnie the Pooh and Tigger.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely excellent. It was very funny. It was beautifully drawn. The songs occasionally catchy, but at least they weren't terrible. They're
No.
decent. They didn't pull you out of the movie at all. Zoe Deschanel, I think,
Mm-hmm.
sung most of them,
Yeah.
and I thought it was great.
Yes.
I also agree. I also loved I love Winnie the Pooh's stomach rumbling. I think they did a really good job with that.
That was very entertaining.
The movie's delightfully meta.
Yes.
It's an aspect that could get annoying if they had done it wrong, and yet it made the movie that much more enjoyable
Yeah.
because
It
the characters interact with it like a storybook, like you see in the trailers, and that was a very wonderful aspect about it, and it was one of those great kids movies that could be enjoyed by everybody, but not necessarily because it was either pandering to little kids or just kind of giving the wink wink nudge nudge to adults. It was just kind of a nice movie.
Yeah, it's sort of perfect in that sense. It's a very hard line to walk.
Uh-huh.
It's great.
And especially for how loose and kind of pointless the plot is, it was definitely a very enjoyable movie. But I mean, it's Winnie the Pooh. What do you expect?
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of laughs throughout the whole thing. Definitely.
The balloon was the character to watch.
Yeah.
Right.
Balloon is the best character in the movie.
Easily.
I think.
Yep. A new upcoming actor. You know, he did a great job.
Voice acting work was
I know.
stupendous.
Yeah, it was a little bit on the short side, but it's
Mhm.
understandable because
Yeah.
it was all hand drawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was the weird part too. It was like a full length movie, but
And they had a short in front
Oh,
of it, which
yeah.
is
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
That
Yes.
they have a short film. I love those.
between now and between this short and the one that was in front of
Cars too.
Cars
Oh,
2,
man, that was
which was the highlight of the entire movie.
Yeah, John Lasseter was either producer or he was mildly involved with this, and I have to wonder if he knew the entire time. Yeah, this is better than what I'm doing with Cars 2. This is loads
This
better.
is short.
That's why I'm putting this out a month later. Yeah,
This is what everybody really wants to see.
I would say this is the best family film of the year so far.
Mhm.
It's good for everyone.
Yes.
Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your girlfriend, bring
Especially-
strangers off the streets.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
for something as kind of special as like this movie, you know. I'm still delighted that in the kind of like movie atmosphere we live in now that this movie came out.
Yeah,
You
should
know,
support it. We want
definitely.
more Winnie the Pooh films.
Yes.
Right.
In the style to be made.
Yeah.
It is excellent.
It definitely doesn't. It doesn't betray the heart or, you know, kind of the heart of the original series like at all. It just feels like a really long episode of like Winnie the Pooh. You know what I mean?
And I guess a note the credits are entertaining, and there is a short bit, I guess, after the credits, which maybe we're seeing. I mean, the credits are only 2-3 minutes, which is short in comparison to
and there's
most
stuff
modern day
there's
credits.
Yeah, and there's stuff going on throughout the credits too, so it's not like you have to sit and read all the names.
Right, which I do suggest staying and watching the thing
A
afterwards.
little tag. It's enjoyable.
Definitely worth seeing. Definitely kind of makes you go, oh.
We're definitely the only ones that stuck around for it too. Everybody,
Yeah, we were.
yeah.
everybody else walked out. Of course, we were like the only like 20-somethings that were like.
And everyone else had kids that they wanted to rush out of the theater.
Yeah, we were kind of the oddballs.
Worth it though.
Definitely.
Misfits.
Definitely worth seeing the movie. Definitely highly recommend it.
Yep.
Go see it now.
Okay. Okay. So, which was better, Harry Potter
You're good at
Or-
harp on this, aren't you?
Oh man.
or Winnie the Pooh?
It's
don't
hard,
know,
it's hard for me because they're two completely
They
different
are,
movies.
yeah,
I mean,
let's
7-2 is sort of a payoff to a whole series, so there's a lot of baggage with that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's basically standalone isn't as good. I mean,
Yeah.
because you have to basically watch everything else to enjoy it.
Right.
But with
Well,
everything
Winnie
else
the
on.
Pooh is pretty much standalone.
Yeah.
Is excellent.
Uh-huh.
Plus, Potter is like fantasy action. This is straight up family animation comedy.
But at the end of the day, I got more enjoyment out of Winnie the Pooh. I mean, it was just, it took me back to like feeling like I was a kid again. It was just kind of this,
All 2 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, we certainly need to be reminiscing about our childhood.
Yeah. I mean, it was just,
Yeah.
it was nice and heartfelt. It wasn't like a dark movie, and it was just nice having
No.
something that was,
Yeah, no.
that, you know, it was touching, but it wasn't
Uh-huh.
depressing at
Yeah,
all.
it was very heartfelt and very genuine.
Definitely
pick
felt.
it up on DVD then.
Huh?
You gonna pick up the DVD then?
Hell yeah, why wouldn't you?
I probably will as well.
Yeah,
To be honest.
that's
right.
good.
That's right.
Well,
I have to pick up both because I have to complete Potter.
Well,
and
yeah.
Winnie the Pooh.
That's
Uh-huh.
a given.
You have to complete your Winnie the Pooh collection.
Yeah, I do. I have to complete my Winnie the Pooh collection, filled with bootleg videos of the TV show from the 90s.
Yay!
Okay, so I'm the only one that voted which one was better. Is anyone else going to vote? or
I'm not really going to. They were both worth watching, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too far apart to vote. Really.
yeah, too far apart in all aspects for me to decide on which one I liked more.
I'll vote for Winnie the Pooh as best family movie.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to the two.
Well,
compared
I'll agree with
all
that.
other
I suppose if
family
I was going to
movies.
make a selection, Harry Potter definitely. If you've been watching it and you like Harry Potter, but Winnie the Pooh, just because, go see it. Like that, like no prerequisites, just go see Winnie the Pooh.
Exactly.
I suppose would be my feelings on this.
If you have to pick, go for Winnie the Pooh.
Definitely.
Definitely.
In IMAX 3D.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Harry Potter's going to make a lot of money, regardless of whether you go see it this, this coming weekend.
I think it's
or not.
made like $500 million already.
Yeah.
It's made its budget
Yeah,
back.
Winnie the Pooh, however, really needs to make some money.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Want to see more poo.
Yes.
More poo.
More Pooh.
More
Poo
poo.
in
More
a
poo in
12.
our lives.
How dare you make fun of
More
his
Pooh in
name.
2012.
He's the Pooh Bear.
Dude,
Pooh for short.
At Pooh Forest, Winnie the Pooh. It's Winnie the Pooh. Little bear. Yeah. Anything else you want to say on either
That's very
movie?
good. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the biz.
That's it for this episode.
That's the
Hope
business.
hope you enjoyed watching.
It was
See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.